EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Desperados of Rio de Janeiro. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This out quickly to Williams. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Herbert. They'll get this out to Kamara. An effort, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about a season-opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Caught by Woods. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stroud. That is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
What are you guys doing? Just disgraceful.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Stroud and company going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Kamara up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Stroud on 3rd down now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. On the option right, Herbert. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll pound it up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That'll be caught left side by Woods. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to hook up, but I think the ball's out, and this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Kamara trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, Kamara. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. Derrick Henry! Oh! And they'll get this well past across midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 33 and a first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Desperados get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Herbert now. This is caught. It's Woods. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Complete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To the air again, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Herbert. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. There he goes, left side. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third.
Hey, I'm really there. I'm really there. Fuck all the bullshit. I'm really there.
Stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Herbert. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10th carry for Kamara. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Running legs were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Williams, the man in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. The 20. Down the sideline he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alvin Kamara with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Desperados are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. picked off by Pat Surtain. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if
key
you know,
in on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Derrick Henry scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Desperados have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Over the middle, that's caught by Woods. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now they'll change things up. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Marte Mapu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They begin with Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down and 3.
Come on, offense. Come on.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 205 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on, get it together.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Herbert to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 3 tight ends in the ballgame here on 1st and 10. A give to Henry. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Rio, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the